But it's also like, that's why I think a lot of people are like, oh, extra work. But I think it's really valuable to do extra work and
so
just
helpful.
see how people interact. Even like, I watch actors when I do extra work. I don't watch as much as the crew. I watch actors, how they
there's so much terminology on a film set and so many things that happen that you would have no preparation
and just
for.
how actors carry themselves and stuff. I'm fascinated by that in between takes and what they're doing and how they approach stuff. I like that.
I did extra work one time in New York, and it was the worst day of my life.
After we say how great it is.
Yeah.
Let's do the horror story.
But there's a reason. I did maybe 2 days of extra work on The Good Sheperd.
Okay.
And they were shooting it in the Brooklyn Navy Yards.
Okay.
And it was January 2 and 3, right after New Year's.
Okay, sure.
Which is not a warm, temperate kind of time of year in New York.
It is not.
And I went to the fitting, and it was supposed to be this post-bombing German street thing, and Matt Damon and Bill Hurt are walking down the street having a conversation or whatever. And so we're all the sad Germans who are cleaning up the rubble of our homes and walking down the street, right? And so
AKA they said, okay, just stand here, guys, and look busy.
You're just look sad, right? And so anyway, I go to the fitting, and all the other women who are going in around me, they're giving them layers and layers of brown and gray raggy things to be wearing. And then they picked out 2 or 3 of us, and they were but we need some different levels of people on the street, so you guys were going to put in these adorable 40s outfits. And I was like, I win, yay, right? So I get the whole thing, and it's little nylons and 40s shoes and a tiny cute coat that is just buttoned up just so, and a little hat that's perched on my head but not covering my ears. And I'm thinking, I just won the lottery. This is going to be the greatest thing. And then we got there on the day, and it was, sleeting and, 500 degrees below zero. And I was like, no, I want the rags. Oh, God. And so, all of those people were fine. And I was,
sucks.
literally getting, hypothermia. And then at a certain point during, halfway through the day or something, some PA, turned around and saw me and was like, oh God, and put her own scarf on me, and I was like, oh, it's as bad as I feel like it looks. And then so we made it through the whole day, but I literally thought I was gonna die.
That sucks.
And at one point, because I'm just now I'll never work again this time. Robert De Niro directed the film, right?
Yeah.
And he had on full foul weather gear.
Okay.
And I remember so vividly, seeing him on set and being like, who is that a-hole who gets to wear and then I had the moment there I was like, oh, it's Robert De Niro. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm so cold, I don't even care that I'm 4 feet from Robert De Niro. This is my lowest point.
Why did they not think to change, be okay, you should wear something else?
To be fair to them, there were 700 extras, and there was a lot going on that day, right? And they were just trying to get the scene in with the weather being.
But why did they ever think it was good for you to stand out in non?
It's unclear. I mean, listen, from a design perspective, these were all great choices, right?
Right.
And I was just trying to be don't complain, don't
Of course, you don't want to step on, especially as an extra.
The first time, right? And so eventually, somebody on the crew was like, "You might die. You should go inside. We don't need you." And then I was like, "You don't even need me." And then I went inside. And then when I went to finally see the movie, to be at least let's catch the fruits of my labor. I'm pretty positive they reshot the whole thing because it was totally clear weather in the scene. And so
really?
I was like, oh my God, I don't even think that was the day I was there.
That's insane.
Yeah. So then I moved to LA and did 2 days of extra work, and I was like, this is much easier. Yeah. We're having a party in the yard, and I'm sitting here all day. Yeah, it's totally different. So that really helped.
That's the clip of the podcast right there. You calling Robert De Niro an a-hole for wearing good clothes.
I was just so jealous.
Of course. That's hilarious.
Yeah.